up, my YouTube people? Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. I hope you're having a great day. My name is Stacy, if you didn't know that. Thank you for clicking on this video if it's your first time. Now, this channel is sort of my life movie. It's just a little bit of just what I do every day. That's why it's called Just What I Do. And it has a bit of fishing and our trip videos, which are on Fridays, if you haven't already checked those out. If you want to see fishing and what the Colorado mountains look like during the winter, go check out my Friday videos. I post one every Friday. A new trip every Friday is posted. So, but today, we are going to be fixing some Christmas stuff. As you saw in the title, we are going to take this stuff into the shop and just fix it up, get it looking better because it's all disheveled. I found that wreath. We're going to fix it up, make it look better, put it on our front door. And this is a flat pallet snowman that has seen better days that I made about 2 years ago. I'll talk more about it when we get it in the garage. So let me do some quick chores real quick and we'll go in and we'll see if we can make these look a bit better. Okay, we are here in the shop now to try and fix this Christmas stuff. Now by we, I mean me and Oliver! There's little Oliver. Get back in your chair. Get back in your chair. Yeah, I know I'm in your chair. But anyways, we are going to try and fix this Christmas stuff real quick. Now, you will hear a roar in the background because at the beginning of this video you saw me filling the Dehydrator with a bunch of trout. Now, that wasn't all from one trip. That was several trips. I take and fillet them off the bone and cut them in half, cut them into strips, and I stick them in the freezer. And once I collect a bunch from multiple trips, Friday video trips anyways, then I stick them in the dehydrator for the dogs. Now the dogs go nuts for that trout jerky. And it's a good source of omega for them and all kinds of happy ass crap. Now if you want to see how I put it all together, there's a video on it. You just got to go back and search for it. If I remember, I'll put it at the end. If not, there is a video on dog jerky, making dog jerky. Right, Oliver? Yeah, he really likes it. So let me move some stuff aside because as you can see, we're going to have to put this one all back together, put his eyeballs back on, and I got some bows, a bow, and some really cool looking pine cones that we're going to put on the wreath for our front door. I haven't gotten all my Christmas stuff out. It is only the 9th, but you know, I'm getting there. Just, you know, need time to do it. So let's stop rambling and see if we can fix this pallet flat snowman real quick. Okay, got all this other stuff out of the way. Let's move his eyeballs. Now I made this about 2 years ago or so. Now this one belongs at my aunt's house. I have a bigger one for my house, which I'll probably have to fix when I bring it out, do something to it. You know how weather takes a toll on things. Because the cold weather is just now catching up to us in Colorado. As I said before, this is December 9th. We've had unseasonably warm weather lately. So, see if we can get this all back into place. Got that all back into place. Now, I'm not going to glue it this time. I'm just going to flip it over and put some stabilizers on the back side because the wind took a hold of this, it kind of threw it and busted it all apart. But anyways, yeah, I just made this out of some spare pallet wood we had. Now this is just a tree branch that I found in the yard, and this, his big giant nose. Now the models I saw didn't have this, they just drew it on. I thought that looked a little dorky. So I actually carved that out of aspen I found in one of our trip videos. Yeah, I soaked it for a couple days and then I just carved a nose out of it. Now again, I've got one too. I was going to make one for my brother's house, so, you know, all the family would have a pallet snowman to, you know, connect us all with the family at the holiday season. But then my brother went and moved to Wisconsin, and I didn't get a chance to make him one. So, this one belongs at my aunt's house. I've got one for this house. But anyways, let's stop rambling, see if we can put a clamp, well, flip him over. And then we'll put a clamp on him and put some new stabilizers on the back of him so if he ever falls over again, he won't completely fall apart. But yeah, so let's fix this flat pallet snowman first. Now the other reason I'm putting a clamp on it is just to get it to where it can sit still long enough for me to put the other parts onto it. Everything keeps shifting, of course, but as long as we can get everything to sit still long enough for me to put a stabilizer on it, it'll all work out. Trying to get the bottom as level as possible so when we go to set it back up, it will sit still and not wobble. Potentially. Hopefully. And I can't slide it any further this way because his nose is in the way. Well, let me grab some stabilizers. Well, looks like my stabilizers are a little long, as you can tell. So let me cut these down to size real quick, and we'll screw them into place, or staple them, or we'll put them into place. So, we got those cut into place now. Trying to pick exactly where I want them. Keep everything in place so they'll stop falling. I think it'll go probably about there. Sorry, I got distracted by a little wiggle worm Oliver. So, I think I'm just going to pull out the GIMP gun and staple these into place real quick. So, let me get the air compressor rolling. Okay, as you can see, we've flipped him back over now, and we've added a couple extra clamps, because I am going to staple it in place from this side, so that way the staples don't blow through and screw up the paint job that I did. So we're just going to try and staple this in place, and right across his belly. We're going to staple his belly. Without knocking the camera over. So that will take care of the bottom half. Let me move some clamps and adjust the top half, and we'll do the same thing to the top. I got that other stabilizer in place now, clamped all in place, so all we have to do is hit it with a couple staples, and this little flat snowman is back together to where all we have to do is reattach his eyeballs. there we go. We got him all stabilized and back together. And I did it this way, so if he goes to fall over again, hopefully he won't fall apart. Now I use staples instead of screws because, as you can see, they're not super noticeable. And if I wanted to, I could come back through with a little bit of white paint and touch it up. The same with up there, I could come back with my black paint and touch it up. So, the only thing that's left to fix on this flat snowman, as you can see, he's not falling apart anymore, is to reattach his eyeballs. Oh, there they are. And his eyeballs I just made out of aspen trees, and some other trees I had lying around. I just want to get them to look somewhat right, because it is supposed to be a little weird. So, now, I think I'll just get the GIMP gun and give him a quick staple through the eye. How painful, we're going to staple him through the eye. But I think we'll just give him a quick staple close to the middle on both of them. So that way if he falls over, he will not lose his eyeballs anymore. Because his nose is completely screwed on, and his smile has screws through it too, so those won't come off. Same with the brim of his hat. Now his ribbon is just hot glued on, along with his little poinsettia thing. So, let's grab the GIMP gun and see if we can staple it close to the color part of his eye. And hopefully this will work. So there we go. That actually worked a lot. That didn't work at all. Okay, let me try again. Did something wrong. That one worked. Oh, I see what I did. I hit it to where it was right on the crack, so it didn't have anything to grab. So, let me take that part off real quick, and we'll do it again. So, let's try that again. Yay, I did it right that time. Yes, his eyeballs aren't even, but they're not supposed to be even. It's supposed to be kind of funny. So I think that's good. Those won't come off. Just going to tighten the brim of his hat, and we'll be done with this project. So there we go with him. He's all finished now. I'll put back together so I can take him back over to my aunt's house, and hopefully he won't fall apart anymore, as long as the wind doesn't throw him around. And he's just a cute little 3D-ish palette snowman. This cute little Christmas thing I made. I have a different design. I don't remember if I already said that or not. I have a different design that should be coming out soon. I just have to finish putting together and painting him, but I'll show you that when it's done. That might be the next video. I'm not sure. Depends on if I have enough time to draw him out and finish him. But I have a new design for this year for our house. So let's grab the wreath, and let's stop talking, grab the wreath, and see if we can make it look a little better. Not quite sure how well you can tell, but there we go. I have fluffed it up a little bit, taken out some of the really crappy looking pine cones. Because it did have a lot more pine cones on it. I took them off because they just didn't look lovely. So I fluffed it up a bit, trying to make it look a bit better. We're going to put on this really pretty bow because the bow that was on it was all disheveled. So we're going to put the bow on right there. And I think we are going to add just a couple of pine cones. Now I found some really unique pine cones on our last trip. So I think we're going to put those in here. Just kind of nestle them down in like so. I've got two of them to make it kind of even out. I'm going to put them right there. Now I'm going to get some little wire and tether these pine cones in place so they don't go flying in the wind or when someone opens the door or whatever. It's got some other little pine cones on it. Now I just left the ones that looked halfway decent. So let's attach the bow, attach these pine cones, and we'll be done with another Christmas project. So this bow comes with a little twisty tie. We're just sort of going to pick a somewhat spot in the middle and attach it. So there's that part. Still trying to fluff it up a bit, fill in some holes. So the next part is to put these pine cones in place. Now I found some, not even sure if this is going to show up, super thin gauged wire that we're going to use to wrap around these pine cones and wrap around a piece of the wreath. I use this super thin stuff so it sort of disappears and you don't see like big chunks of metal hanging off the wreath. So we're just going to stick it down in here, like in between the pine cone pieces. Make sure we have a decent length so we can actually tie it off. Going to stick that about right there. We're just going to grab a hunk of the wreath and attach it to it. So there we go, we got one pine cone in place. Let's do the other one real quick. We got both pine cones in place, and they're wired on so they won't take off if the door opens and flings it or anything. Get this bow to sit right. And there we go. There's our wreath for our front door. Put back together, reassembled, to where it's looking better. So we fixed Christmas things today. We fixed our little pallet snowman, and we fixed a wreath for our front door. Now I have a magnet that goes on the front door that'll hold on to this wreath. Really strong magnet. So there we go, and you watched me put some trout in the dehydrator. Yes, the dehydrator is out here in the shop because my family does not like when I do it in the house, because it does not smell very good and it permeates the house for quite some time. So there's our wreath. Take it around, put it on our front door. Interesting pine cones. I thought those were kind of cool and unique. But there's our wreath for our front door. Leave a comment down below on how you think it looks. And leave a comment down below on what you think of my pallet snowman. Now mine is a bit bigger, a bit wider, a little tall. I think it's a little shorter, but it is a bit wider. Mine's more of a fat snowman. This is more of a skinny snowman. So that's going to be it for today. That's just me fixing some of our Christmas stuff. Eventually I'll have to get out the rest of the stuff and slap it all out pretty soon. Probably within the next week or so I'll get the rest of our Christmas stuff out, but this was just a start. Put a little Christmas cheer on our house so far. And that's my phone. So I think that's going to end this video. Hope you liked watching me fix some of our Christmas stuff. Just a quick, simple video on a very busy day, because I have this video to edit, another video to edit and get out, and I have to go finish fixing family night dinner, because it's family night tonight. Or family night dinner tonight at my aunt's house. So I'm going to take Mr. Flat Snowman over there, back over to my aunt's house, put it back out front, because now it won't fall apart when it falls over anymore, and go put this on our front door. So, I hope you're having a great day and a Merry Christmas so far. Hopefully this puts a little cheer on our house. So, stop rambling in this video. Right, Oliver? Is it time to go inside? Yeah, it's time to go inside, huh? Okay, hold on. Let me finish out with these people first. So, I'll leave you with a picture of my wreath. Leave a comment down below on how you think everything looks and what you thought of everything. Please subscribe and whack the like button. I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Don't forget to check out our Friday videos. I post twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. Fridays are our trip videos, so if you want to see what the Colorado mountains look like during the winter, go check those out. Now so far, up there, it's completely different from last year. Last year we had about 3 feet of snow to walk around in. This year, not so much, although next Friday's video will be very different because they're getting dumped on this week up there. All that white stuff is falling up there. So, again, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of this video and my wreath and my flat snowman. And I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Thanks again for watching. Bye.